Landforms of the world. Landforms are the natural features and shapes existent on the surface of the Earth. They are basically the geographical features that control the ecosystem, climate, weather, and the essence of life on Earth. Landforms possess many different physical characteristics and are spread out throughout the planet. Mountains. Mountains are the highest landforms on the surface of the Earth. They are often seen in a conical shape with steep sides and a pointed tip called a peak. Mountains could be steep and snow-covered, or they could have gentle slopes and rounded tops. Mountain formation results from the forces of erosion, volcanism, or uplifts in the Earth's crust. The Himalayas is the highest mountain range in the world. Some mountains found under the sea can be even taller than the Mount Everest, which is the highest mountain peak in the world. There are 4 types of mountains: fold mountains, block mountains, residual mountains, and volcanic mountains. Fold mountains are formed primarily by the effects of folding on layers within the upper part of the Earth's crust. The Himalayan mountain range is an example of fold mountains. Block mountains are formed by natural faults in the Earth's crust. Black Forest Mountain is an example of a block mountain. Residual or relict mountains are actually remnants of the older mountain ranges, which have been worn down by the various factors such as erosion and denudation. Volcanic mountains. These mountains are formed through volcanic activity. Examples of volcanic mountains include Mount Vesuvius in Italy, Mount Fuji in Japan, Mount Erebus in Antarctica, and Mount St. Helens in the United States. The majority of volcanic mountains have summit craters that still expel debris and steam. Plain. Plains are broad flat areas on the Earth's surface. It is lower than the land that surrounds them. Plains can be found both inland and along the coast. Plains that meet the oceans or seas are called coastal plains. Human populations prefer settling on plains because of the soil and the terrain, which is good for farming and building settlements such as cities, residential areas, and transportation networks. Plateaus. A plateau is a flat-topped highland with steep sides. Since plateaus also look like a table, they are also called tablelands. They are basically areas of high flat land. There are 3 types of mountain plateaus named as intermontane, Piedmont, and continental. Plateaus are formed when magma pushes up towards the surface of the Earth's crust. This magma does not break through, but it raises a portion of the crust, creating a plateau. They are also formed as a result of upward folding and erosion of the nearby land that leaves them elevated. Glaciers. Glaciers are the perennial ice sheets on the planet. These are huge masses of ice that move over the land surface, predominant in high mountains and the cold polar regions. The temperature of these regions are very low, and this feature enables the buildup of snow. When the compaction is so dense, it moves under the pressure of its weight. It is estimated that more than 75% of the world's fresh water is currently locked away in these frozen reservoirs. The gradual rise in continental temperatures has seen the glacial density grow smaller owing to melting. Deserts. Deserts are large, dry areas of land which receive little or no rainfall throughout the year. Deserts constitute approximately 20% of the Earth's total land cover. The deserts are divided into 4 major categories, including the semi-arid deserts, the hot and dry deserts, the cold deserts, and the coastal deserts. 2 types of deserts. Cold deserts are the large areas of land covered with snow. They receive snowfall during the winters but receive little or no rainfall. Animals such as penguins, fur seals, and whales can survive in the cold deserts. Hot deserts are vast areas of land covered with sand and dust. These areas receive little or no rainfall and are very dry. Animals such as camels, snakes, lizards, and rats can survive in hot deserts. Deserts experience very high temperatures, less cloud cover, low humidity, low atmospheric pressure, and very little rain, which makes them have very little vegetation cover. Valleys. Valleys are natural troughs bounded by mountains or hills on the surface of the earth sloping down to lakes, oceans or streams, which are created because of water or ice erosion. Hills. Hills are raised areas on the surface of the earth with distinctive summits but are not as high as mountains. Hills are created as a result of the accumulation of rock debris or sand deposited by wind and glaciers. They can also be created by faulting when the faults go slightly upward. Lusses. Lusses are sedimentary deposits of clay and silt mineral particles which accumulate on land. Therefore, it is a fine-grained unstratified accumulation of clay and silt deposited by the wind. Peninsula. Peninsulas are land that is surrounded by water from three sides. India is a peninsula. The southern part of India is surrounded by the Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, and the Indian Ocean and is joined to land on the fourth side. Cape. Cape is a part of land extending into a water body. Isthmus. Isthmus is a narrow stretch of land which joins to large land masses. Isthmus of Panama is an example.